Hey everyone, welcome to Balance Blueprint. Today I'm going to share with you an epic leg day. Before we dive into the workout, it's essential to prepare the body. I started off today with my medicine ball warm-up, followed by some good old stretching to improve flexibility, and then ran a mile to get my heart rate up. Remember, a proper warm-up can make or break your workout, so don't skip it. Alright, here we are at the squat rack. The squat is the cornerstone of any good leg day. Today I'm starting just with the bar, no additional weight. Why? Because form is king. Always lock in that form before adding plates. Listen to your body. If you feel any discomfort or pain, make adjustments and be prepared. Notice how I'm going as low as I can while keeping my back straight. Depth is key to fully engaging the quads, hamstrings, and glutes. Pro tip here, aim to get your back as close to perpendicular to the ground as you safely can. This not only stretches your torso, but also engages your core. That's right, squats are not just a leg exercise, they're also fantastic for building a strong core. A strong core leads to improved posture and overall well-being. So as you go down in your squat, visualize your body being pulled upward from the crown of your head, stretching and engaging your entire torso. Keep in mind, good form doesn't only provide you with an awesome physique, it also keeps you safe. Now let's talk weights. We're pyramiding up, adding plates incrementally. The aim is to push your limits while keeping that form pristine. When you notice your form beginning to waver, that's your sign to scale it back. Remember, quality over quantity. As you near your final sets, push out as many reps as you can. When you feel it's time, hold the squat. Feel the burn? That's your muscles crying out in joy, building strength and size. But let's put a word of caution here. Squats can be dangerous if done incorrectly. Always prioritize safety. Never sacrifice form to lift heavier weights. So, how did I do today? Comment below, let me know, and let's get ready to move on to that next exercise. Moving on, folks. Next up, we have the leg press, another staple in our leg day routine. This machine is excellent for targeting your quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes. But just like with squats, form is paramount. Alright everybody, here we are at the leg press machine. Now many people overlook the leg press, thinking it's a secondary exercise to squats. However, let me tell you, this is a primary mover in sculpting those thighs and building muscle mass. Let's talk about what muscles it targets. The quadriceps, hamstrings, and even the glutes. Yup, it's an all-in-one package for your lower body. As always, before we begin the exercise, we need to make sure our setup is perfect. See how my feet are shoulder width apart on the platform? That's key. You'll want to push through your heels and not your toes to engage your leg muscles fully. Make sure the seat is adjusted so that when you're lying down, your legs make a perfect 90-degree angle. This positioning allows for full range of motion without adding unnecessary stress to the knees. Now let's dig deeper into the benefits. One advantage of the leg press machine over squats is the reduced strain on your lower back and spine. Following our workout with the leg press will allow us to further exhaust the muscles. This isolation allows us to focus purely on leg development, especially when you're looking to target specific muscles. Also, because you're seated and supported, you can safely lift heavier loads, giving those muscles a serious workout. And you'll notice I'm kind of staring at the camera here. Apologies. It's one of the first times I've ever seen my legs on camera during this exercise, and it's really something else to see those muscles at work. Back to important things. Form is crucial, guys. A smooth, controlled motion ensures you're hitting the right muscle groups without straining any joints. As you press up, lock out at the top, but avoid hyperextending your knees. That's a common mistake that often leads to injuries. Keep that core engaged as well. It's an added layer of protection for your lower back and also builds your core as well. Before we wrap up this leg segment, here's an advanced tip. Try varying your foot placement in subsequent workouts. Higher and wider foot placement can engage the hamstrings and glutes more, while a lower and narrower placement will put more focus on the quads. Remember, variety is the spice of life, and it's also the key to a well-rounded, balanced physique. So tell me how I did today with my leg press. Comment below, rate my form, and let me know if you learned something. I really hope you guys are enjoying the content, and thank you so much for subscribing. It really means so much to me. Alright, time to shift our focus to a muscle group, quite frankly, that gets overlooked way too often, the calves. You might think they're minor players, but let me tell you, strong calves are crucial for your overall leg development and functional fitness, as well as your physique. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, calves are naturally small, so why bother? That's a common misconception. Small calves often result from neglect, not just genetics. They're your body's natural shock absorbers and are engaged in pretty much every activity that involves your legs. So if you want well-rounded, strong legs, you can't ignore these powerhouses. First things first, let's set up properly. Make sure the balls of your feet are on the foot plate with your heels hanging off, allowing you to produce a full range of motion for maximum engagement. From walking to sprinting to jumping, strong calves are indispensable. They help you maintain balance, propel you forward, and even boost your performance in other compound leg exercises. Building strong calves can really protect your legs and feet. A good calf muscle can be a preventative measure for plantar fasciitis. As always, safety is key. A good lift starts with good form. Don't compromise technique just to lift heavier. Injury is the enemy of progress. A sidelined athlete isn't making you any gains. Developing good calves isn't something that happens overnight. It's going to take dedication, patience, and consistent effort. Stick with it, and you'll not only see, but feel the difference as well. For those of you who are a bit more advanced or really serious about calf development, let's talk about kicking it up a notch with some extra sets and supersets. You see, your calves are one of those muscle groups that can handle and actually need a lot of volume and intensity to grow. When you think you're done, that you've pushed your calves to the limit, that's when you need to dig deep and go the extra mile. Consider doing a few more sets than you normally would. And if you really want to up the ante, try supersets. Once you've exhausted your muscles at a certain weight, reduce the weight slightly and keep going. This will ensure that your calves are getting the attention they require. Remember, calves are not a one and done kind of muscle. They are used to frequent use and daily activity, like walking and climbing stairs, so they need that extra stimulus to grow. Don't just hit them once and call it a day. Make them work, make them burn. It's that consistent, added effort that will pay off in the long run. We're wrapping up our deep dive into the world of calf training. If you found this video enlightening and you're committed to avoiding chicken legs, then be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. I'd also love to know what you think and if you have any questions, so please drop a comment below and let me know your favorite calf exercise. Right, we've tackled the calves and now we're shifting gears to another crucial yet often neglected part of the leg, the hamstrings. Trust me when I say that well-developed hamstrings not only look impressive, but they also offer a whole host of functional benefits. The hamstrings are not just one muscle, but a group of muscles that work together to bend your knee and extend your hip, and they are critical in nearly all athletic movements. Think about it. Whether you're running, jumping, or lifting, your hamstrings are always engaged. Strong hamstrings can mean better performance and, most importantly, reduce risk of injury. Plus, they make you look amazing. As I get into position, you'll see that I'm placing my legs under the pad, lying down on the machine and adjusting the settings. It's vital to set it up so that your knees align perfectly with the axes to the machine. Incorrect alignment can lead to unnecessary strain. Now, as I curl my legs, I am aiming for a full range of motion, bringing the weight up as far as possible and lowering it back down slowly, as low as possible as well. You want to engage those hamstring muscles throughout the entire movement, not just let the weight drop back down. Once you've mastered the basic movement, you can start to mix things up. Try altering the tempo of your reps, or even incorporate some pause reps, where you hold the weight at the peak contraction point. This extra time under tension can be a game changer for hamstring development. Always, always, always maintain that mind-muscle connection. Feel those hamstrings working with each rep. If you're just going through the motions without focusing, you're missing out on the real benefits of this exercise. Remember, lifting heavy with poor form is not doing you any favors. Bad form can lead to injuries, which in turn will set your training back. So start with a manageable weight and work your way up as you become more comfortable with the movement. You won't regret it. The hamstring curl is more than just an exercise. It's an essential building block for a balanced, powerful lower body. If you enjoyed this in-depth look at the hamstring curls, don't forget to comment below and let me know what you think. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss an episode. Now we're moving on from the hamstrings to yet another often overlooked muscle group, the inner thighs or adductors. Before we dive in, I apologize if the video goes out of focus at times. Still working out some of those technical kinks. But let's not let that distract us from the meat and potatoes of today's topic. First off, why should you even care about these muscles? Well, your adductors play a critical role in stabilizing your pelvis and aiding in movements like walking, running, and changing direction quickly. So if you're an athlete or even just someone who wants to move efficiently in daily life, training your adductors is essential. As I sit down on the machine, you'll notice that I adjust the weight and the pads to ensure a comfortable yet challenging setup. Your starting position should have your legs spread apart against the pad levers. Make sure you adjust the machine to fit your own body dimensions. From here, I'll engage the core and start bringing my legs together. It's a simple movement, but the key is to really squeeze those inner thighs as you push against the resistance. This is not just a push it and forget it type of exercise. You want to feel each and every rep, focusing on that muscle contraction. I can't stress enough the importance of controlled movements. Jerky, fast actions won't target the muscles effectively and can potentially lead to strains or other injuries. Keep it smooth and controlled. As you progress, don't just stack on more and more weight. Consider varying your rep ranges or incorporating pause at the peak of contraction. These slight variations can make a world of a difference in your muscular development. Quick note, I realize the video might lose focus here and there, and I apologize for that. We're all about clarity, both in our exercise form and in our video quality, so thank you for bearing with us. And now, I'm sure you understand just how vital and beneficial this exercise can be. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe if you found this useful, and hit that bell icon to stay up to date on future content. We conquered the inner thighs, now let's give some love to the outer thighs and hips. These are your abductors, and let me tell you, they play an equally important role in our functional movements, athletic performance, and even posture. The motion here is straightforward, pushing against the padded levers to move my legs outward. But let's keep our focus razor sharp. The power should come from your hips, not just your legs. Imagine you're trying to push two heavy objects away from you using only your thighs. Keep it smooth, keep it controlled. Concludes our deep dive into the seated hip abductor machine. How are you feeling? Ready to make those outer thighs work? Drop a comment below and let me know what do you want to see in future episodes. And if you haven't yet, smash the like button and subscribe for more in-depth content. Next on the agenda are standing lunges, a staple in leg training but often misunderstood. Let's get it right. You know, lunges are more than just a leg workout. They're a full body exercise that enhances balance, coordination, and yes, those aesthetics we're all after. I opt for standing lunges because it lets me zero in on my form, which is crucial for reaping the maximum benefits and minimizing risk. Walking lunges are great, but standing ones provide a controlled environment to perfect that technique. Actually, I owe a big thanks to my physiotherapist for teaching me this trick. Thank you so much. Watch me as I step forward into the lunge. The knee is directly above the ankle, hips are squared, and back is straight. As I descend, I focus on making a 90-degree angle with my knee, ensuring that I'm hitting those quads and glutes optimally. But hey, let's not forget about the upper body. Keep your torso upright, shoulders back, and engage the core. Believe it or not, good posture here sets the foundation for an aesthetic physique. It doesn't just happen by accident. We're winding down now on our standing lunges, and I hope you've picked up on some valuable tips. This is an exercise where form trumps all, so take the time to get it right. What's your go-to lunge variation? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you want to stay in the loop for more of these deep dives, don't hesitate to hit that like button and subscribe. Alright my friends, here we are at the grand finale of our epic leg day, the deadlift. This is my second time this week I'm hitting deadlifts, and let me tell you, it's for a good reason. These are a game changer. Deadlifts are a cornerstone compound exercise that work a myriad of muscles, from your legs to your back and even your grip strength. But it's an exercise you want to approach with respect and precision. You may be wondering, why twice a week? The reason is this exercise is just that versatile. It works so many muscle groups that it can fit into multiple days of your training week. But remember, frequency should never compromise form or safety. Notice how I start with low weight. I'm checking my form, looking for any discomfort or strain. Keep my back straight, my grip solid, and my feet hip-width apart. After I'm confident in my form, I'll start adding weight incrementally. This is known as pyramiding, as you know. Using this technique will help me find out what's comfortable for this particular day. We're not trying to break any world records here. We're striving for consistent, safe progress. And that concludes our deadlift segment, and in fact, our entire leg day routine. How do you feel? I hope you found this information valuable. Remember, the deadlift isn't just an exercise. It's a skill that takes time to perfect. So be patient, be consistent, and always prioritize form. If you found this useful, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more. And most importantly, never forget, I'm always somewhere rooting for you.